and I live in St. Louis. And my background is oncology. For 27 years, I was specialized in breast cancer. Halfway through my career, I opened up my own comprehensive freestanding breast center with 4 other women physicians. But the word comprehensive had nothing to do with health and wellness. It was all about surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation. So there was no wellness component whatsoever. And as my career evolved, I began to see younger and younger women in my practice. So it became commonplace to see women in their 40s, 30s, and even in their 20s come in with a diagnosis of breast cancer. And of course, I began to realize that there was a huge connection between obesity and breast cancer. And what my patients needed was, sometimes they needed surgery, some of them needed chemotherapy, and sometimes they needed radiation. But what they really needed was a major revamping of their diet and their lifestyle. So I did what I could to educate them, but it never felt like enough. There were always constraints of a busy medical practice. I never had enough time. Eventually, when I was introduced to Take Shape for Life, that became a tremendous vehicle to help my patients get to a healthy weight and truly reduce their risk of the major disease killers. In terms of my own life, I felt that I had a good life, but it certainly wasn't great. I saw myself coming and going every day, rushing off to work in the morning, rushing home at night, after a long day, after endless partners meetings. I gave lip service to finding balance in my life, but I really didn't know what balance was. And whatever it was, I knew that I would never have it. One thing that I did know is that I wanted more out of life. I wanted to spend more time with my children. I wanted to spend more time at home, enjoying my beautiful home. I wanted more time with friends and more time to travel. I had money, but I didn't have the time. And my chance really came when a major hospital system bought our comprehensive breast center, and literally within a few months it was completely ruined. It was nothing like the place that we had put together. So I decided, it was really something that took a lot of courage. I decided to jump off the cliff, and I announced my retirement from mainstream medicine in February of 2011. It was a huge chapter of my life, and it was very difficult to close that chapter because my identity was there. In fact, I went home after I announced my retirement, and I literally stayed in flannel pajamas for 3 days and cried. But then I put my grief behind me, and I rolled up my sleeves, and I went to work in my new career as a health coach. And today I have an extraordinary life. I start my day with prayers of gratitude. I start my day with exercise. I never had time to exercise before. I have time to read. I have time to spend with my children. I have time to travel. In January of this year, I went to Southeast Asia, to the wonderful country of Myanmar for 3 weeks, something that I could have never done if I was still in my practice. I love being a health coach. I love working with my clients. I love working with my health coaches all over the country. In fact, what I'm doing today never, ever feels like work. And it's my honor and privilege to wake up every day and simply help people create better lives. I'm able to offer them the full trilogy: healthy body, healthy mind, healthy finances. And I especially love bringing parents home to be able to raise their own children. Being able to have people leave stressful jobs and even dysfunctional medical practices. For myself, I feel younger, happier, more passionate, more fulfilled than I ever have in my entire life. I'm not the same person that I was when I was practicing. I'm a much better person. And I'm eternally grateful to Lori and Dr. Anderson for having the vision and the sacrifices that they made to give a lot of us this kind of life. I am so honored to be a part of this mission to get our country healthy. Thank you.